Hey, how's it going? Welcome back. We are assignment 3 today for our integers unit, and we're going to jam out to some music and go through the questions. So remember to use the timestamps in the video if you are here to find a specific answer. Otherwise, come hang out and math it up. Hey, all right, so we have a mixture of different things today. We have some addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and some long answer questions. We've introduced our division and multiplication this last week. It's not too difficult. I want to make sure we can differentiate between the two. So let's go on to question 1. 1a, in fact. Question 1a is an easy one. -2 plus 1. The difference between these two numbers is 1, right? 2 subtract 1 is 1. The difference is 1, and the bigger number is negative. So our answer is going to be -1. All right, question 1b. Now, this one is going to use addition. We're going to add the two values because we're moving up the number line. Wait, sorry, that's not right. We're going to find the difference because we're going up the number line plus 3 and then back down the number line 3 spots because we're adding a negative. So we're making it more negative. So this one's going to be 0. They're going to cancel each other out. We're going to go to C, question 1c. Now, 3 numbers in this. We're starting off with -5 plus 10. So we're going to find the difference between the two and keep the value of the larger number. So -5 plus 10 is going to be 5. And then we're going to add 9, which is going to make our answer 14. Answer is 14. We're going to -10 subtract -4. So when you subtract a negative, it's like adding a positive, or we can go 14, and then we're going to add -5. So this is going to bring us to 9. Right, we're adding a negative, so we're subtracting, moving left down the number line to 9. Answer 9, +9. All right, so -1 plus 9. So this is going to be 8, +8. Subtract -4, subtract -4. And this is going to be, subtract a negative is like adding a positive, so that's going to be 12, +12, and then we're adding a -1, adding a -1, and then that's going to be, I'm just going to erase this stupid line here, stupid. Then we're going to be, that will equal 11, right? Adding a -1 is going to be like subtracting 1. 11, +11 is our answer. 1f. So 1f is -4 minus 10. When we're minusing a positive number, we're going to move down the number line, so it's going to be -14. We're going to minus 1 more, minus a +1, so that's going to be -15. And then we're going to add 11 plus 11 here, and that's going to equal so -15 minus 11, right? I'm using subtraction and then keeping the sign of the bigger number. So that's going to be 4, -4. So our answer is equal to -4. Circle or square my answer just so I know where my answers are. All right, find the difference. Oh, that's an easy one. +3 minus 8. This is 5. No problemo there. Box my answer. 2b. 2b -8 minus -7. So minusing a negative is like adding a positive. So we're going to find the difference of these two numbers. The difference between them is 1, and the larger number is negative. So I'll keep that sign -1. When I say find the difference, I mean use subtraction. Okay, so 2 minus -10. Minus a negative again. Less negative is the same as more positive or addition. So we're going to add these two together to make 12. And we are going to then minus -1, which again, minusing a negative is the same as adding a positive. 13, this is going to be 13, and that'll be my answer. Question 2D. Now 2D, minus a negative, and then minus a negative again. All right, so we're going to take these two, and that'll be 8, right? -4 minus -4 is 8. Then we want to take our negative and minus 10 more. And then those two will be minus 18, -18. And our answer is -18. And I'm going to circle my answer, -18 for 2E. All right, same thing, more steps. 6 minus a negative, then -4. All right, so a few steps in one direction and then another step in another direction. So when we're minusing a negative, it's like adding a positive. We're moving right on the number line. It's going to be bigger. This is going to be 14. Then we minus a negative, minus -7 to make that 21. Then we take our 4 and we minus 4, and that's going to equal 17. And I'm going to write that nice and big here. Equals 17. Box my answer. Question F. Oh, no positives, just minus, minus, minus. Or sorry, no negatives. So minus, minus, minus. So that's going to be 4 minus 5 is going to be 1, -1. And then minus 7 is going to be -8. And then minus 9 is going to be -17. The answer is -17. Box my answer. Great. All right. Question 3. Now, instead of thinking about which direction I'm moving on the number line, I'm going to just use my laws, use my rules. If there's an even number of negatives, it equals a positive. And if it's an odd number of negatives, it equals a negative. So in this case, there's two negative numbers. 2 is an even number. My answer will be positive. So negative times negative, or negative divided by negative, is a positive. So this is going to equal 25. And I'm missing a parentheses here. Gotta fix that. All right. -25. Or positive 25, sorry. Just 25. Now, 1 negative times a positive times a positive is going to be a negative. So this is going to be equal to 8. -8. Now we're going to 3C, 12 times 5, but it's -12 times 5, so this is going to be -60. -12 times -9. -9 times 12. -9 times 12. So let's see, 90, 9 times 12. So 9 times 10 is 90. 9 times 2 is 18. 108. 108, but it's a -108. -10 times -24, simply 240. Negative times a negative equals a positive. Not too difficult to think about that. All right, so let's go to our last question in this section. F, And F is 22 times 35. That's not even F. Positive times a positive is also a positive, and it's always been that way, so don't have to apply any rules there. We just need to remember how to multiply 2 by 2. So we can line this up. And we can go 20, let's just write it 35 over 20. And we'll go with 35 times 2 is 70. And 35 times 20 is 700. And then that's 770. And it's positive, equals 770. Probably could have done that in my head now that I'm thinking. But at the time I thought, I'm going to write this down. I have my paper as a tool. Let's do it. For A. Division, same rules as multiplication. Division to divide by negative divided by negative is positive. Positive divided by negative, or negative divided by positive is going to be negative answer. And we just simply apply those rules and use the usual conventions of division. So 16 divided by 8 is equal to 2. It is a positive divided by negative, so my answer is negative 2. 9 divided by 3 will be 3, and it's a negative divided by positive, so it's negative 3. 40 divided by negative 8 is going to be 5, and it's negative 1 negative, negative 5. D, 36 divided by 9 is going to equal 4, and it's negative divided by negative, negative divided by negative, so it'll be positive 4. F, 525 divided by 25 is equal to 21. So that's 21, and of course because it's negative, a positive divided by negative, it's negative 21. Let's look at F. 304 divided by 16, 160, 18. So 16 goes into 160 10 times, 220 20 times is 19 times, and it's a positive divided by negative. No, not 19 times. 17 times. 60. Times. Let's see if my answer is right. 4F. No, it was 19. What was I thinking? Hmm. 19. Okay. My mental math. I didn't want to write it out. Okay. 5. So we got a few mixed questions here. We got some multiplication, some division in fraction format, improper fraction format, and then oh my gosh, 4-step multiplication. So let's go with 8. 5, 8. 8 times 5 is going to be 40, and it's positive 8 and negative 5, negative 40. Whoa, okay, so we're going to go 5 times 2 is going to be 10, but that'll be negative 10 because we have a negative sign here. And then we have times 5, and that's going to be 50, because that'll be 50, and it's a negative 50. Negative 50. Okay. 16, 18, negative 18 divided by negative 6. This is just simply going to be 3. Negative divided by negative is positive 3. 81 divided by 9 is going to equal 9. 81 is the square of 9. And it's negative divided by, or positive divided by negative, so it's negative 9 will be our answer. All right. So this is going to be negative 24 times 7. 24 times 7, that's 14 and 28. 140 plus 28 is 168. 168. 168 times 8. Times 8. Well, let's write that. 168 times 8. Okay. 64. And add my 0. And then 8 times 6 is 40. 42? No. 56. No. 48. Ugh. My timetable. And then 8 times 1, 100 is 8. And then we go 4. We go 12. We carry the 1, 5. And 13. 13, 24. And I'm going to look at our positive, our track here. So this is important. Okay. Because this is negative. And then 24, 7, negative. And then we have that. So it's actually negative. Negative because it's negative 168. So my answer is negative 1324. That one's a longer one. Let's check it out. 5e 1344. Yep. 1344. Ew. Math mistakes. That's why we check our answers. Simple mistake, right? Or you might call a silly mistake. Just a simple calculation. Need to check your answers. 1344, negative. All right. 5. Let's work through this one slower and get it correct. I can't get too many wrong in the same worksheet. 5 times 9, positive times positive, 45. Times 4. That's going to be 4 times 4, 160, 180. Positive again. 180 times 3, negative 3. That's 300. 300, and then 80 times 3 would be 240. 540. 540. Negative 540. Negative 540. Box my answer. Okay. Last 2 questions. They are word prop. You can't see my screen now. Circle cam. There we go. Let's do side cam. Okay. An elevator is on the the 20th. 20th. It's on the 20th floor. It goes down 11 floors. Then up 5 floors. So let's go 20 minus 11 plus 5. 20 minus 11 is 9. And then plus 5 equals 14. 14. So my answer is going to be 14th. It's on the 14th floor. Beep. Pythagoras was born in 582 BC. Isaac Newton was born in 1643 AD. How many years were they born apart? All right, so this is a crazy number line. You have to count all the steps between these two numbers, finding the difference. So we're going to find the difference. Let's do the bigger number first. Let's go 1643. 43, write that nicer. And then we're going to go subtract 582. We'll find the difference. There's going to be 1 there. 64 and 56. 5. 0. 1061 is the answer. 1061. All right, that's it. We got through it. I hope that was pretty decent. As you can see, I make mistakes too. I get mixed up a little bit as I work through this, but just building, we're practicing. This is our mental push-ups. This is our practicing these skills. And have yourself a wonderful afternoon, evening, good morning, whatever it is. Peace out.